that works. Hello, 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 that works on the Twitch. Alright, we got a working mic, and we're here. Hello. Welcome. I'm Brian, Triple Topper. And we got, notice that we're on YouTube, and we're going to be on Twitch in a couple seconds. In the meantime, let's get our Wiimote. I still call these things Wiimote because that's really what these are. These are the spiritual successors to the Wiimote. Even though it's a Joy-Con, I guess it's a better version of a Wiimote, but yeah. Okay, I gotta do this minus lines with minus. Okay, that's how you. -2. Okay, now which way you put it in? You put it in that way. And then you turn on the switch. I'm getting some notice. Probably my thing is telling me I'm on the air, so let's see. And okay, let's see. Okay, let me get the sound. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, alright. Controllers. Oh, this I gotta do it this way. Change grip order. Bet. LR. Okay. And we're on. And where do you go? LR. I'm getting some beep. Let me see what the beep is saying on the phone. Let's see what the beep is saying on the phone. Yeah. Okay, out of the camera's range. Okay. Eric, that's what she said. Okay, well, Darren's online. He says I'm ready. I'm broadcasting right now. Now let me see if Darren's on Switch 2. Back. Okay, let me get the sound out here. Sound. The long cable is mine. Plug that in the Switch 2. Okay. Okay, Darren's not online yet, so. Okay, let me tell him. Let me tell Darren I'm on Twitch and Switch 2. Okay, let me tell. I'll reply. Now I'm on both Switch 2 and Twitch. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's see if the sound comes through on here. Okay, the sound comes through. Maybe a little bit louder, Let me see if I. Alright, we're waiting for Darren to come online, aka Dharmagoyf. Okay, waiting for C button. Oh wait, I gotta turn this on. C button. No, Release 3, 2, 1. Okay. Chat. Create chat. Let's see. Frictions on the. Okay. Dharmagoyf, if you need to approve. Dharmagoyf. Invite from chat history. Okay. In order to test this, you have to be online, Dharmagoyf. No one's online among my current friends, so I guess we'll kill time by playing something. Let's see. Let's play some more Nice Disc. Nice did it. You know, we could play Mario Kart, but let's see. Let's see if anyone's on. Friends, 0 friends. So, Darmagoy, whenever you're ready, come join me. Join me, and together we shall destroy the Sith. And that's a buzzer. I don't know what that's for, but let's see what that is for. You better keep my phone kind of close. Let's see. And now I'm both on Switch 2 and Twitch, so I'm like, you know what? Let's play a Mario Kart. Half the reason why I bought this. The other half was when I found out that you could turn these old out games into basically Nitro games. So let's get Mario Kart. Physical.
Hello, Darmagoy. Welcome to my channel. Hello, Darmagoy. Said, I'm here, Brian.
Yes, okay, yes. Can you accept game share games? Yes, I see you online. You're on Mario Kart World. Let's see.
Hello, Darmagoy. Said, yes.
Yes. Okay, if you could accept, let's see. C button. B 3 to 1. Let's see if we can create a chat with. Can't create a chat with you yet, Darmagoy. Can't. Oh, so far, I can only chat with Zophar and Friction and 2 other kind of small acquaintances I know through online games. Probably forgot about them in a long time, but you know, a stranger's just a friend you haven't met, and an acquaintance is someone who's not your enemy that you've known, even for one little bit. So, Darmagoy, if you wanna.
Hello, Darmagoy. Said, 1 sec.
What's that? Alright. Okay, so obviously he could hear me Twitch at the same time. And guess what? I have the cheap internet plan and I could do this. Long were the days where I had to buy the premium plan and still struggle to get on the internet. Yes, I got 50 meg in, 50 meg out. And that's considered miserly. I don't want to use that word because people know what that... Oh, no, but that in the literal sense, not in the coded sense. Yeah, no, I gotta stop using that word because that was the coded key to what is arguably a bad term to use, especially in front of certain wrong people.
Hello, Darmagoy. Said,
try again. Okay, okay, create chat. Let me get out of here. Friends list, Darmagoy. Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta go to C list, the chat list. BS321. Chat. Create chat. Oh, I see you now. I see you. And it's a friend to invite. And next. Hello, Darmagoy. Can you see me? Oh, we gotta press the C menu to. Can you? I can hear myself. Can you hear me? And can you? Myself. Can you hear me? And can you? Hold on, wait a second. Okay. Well, I gotta turn up the volume. Okay, you might want to turn off the audio on Twitch so that we don't copy. We don't get the echo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Thank you for turning off Twitch. It's like all the radio DJs say, turn off the radio while you're calling, you know, or else you get this echo.
I have not done this before, so.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So okay, so let's try this. First, we're testing to see if game share is really a realization of an idea I had 10 years ago called Nitro games, or something close enough to it to be acceptable. So what you do is first I have to get off this chat. Well, not get off the chat, but get to the main part. Get off the chat menu. Let's see. Oh wait. Oh, do you want to see? Oh, do you want to see me? Show you. Oh, no USB connected. Come on, how's the USB connect? Oh, that's why it's not connected. You gotta connect it manually after you take it off. And okay, now let's camera connected. Hello.
Hello. I don't have a camera on my Switch yet, so.
I got it. Yes, you got. Okay, so let's do this. Let's first let's get out of. I might go to the main part of the main menu, and I'm gonna pick a game intentionally that was advertised as no. Close this software and play this. A game that was originally advertised as no bots, no remote humans, no computer opponents. You must play 2 players locally. If we can play this online, then that proves my idea of natural games works, and Nintendo realized it. So first, I do this. I boot the game. Beast 321. Oh, you have to put your Wiimote in sideways mode for this one. This game uses
I have
sideways.
a Pro controller.
Oh, you don't have a controller.
I have a Pro controller.
Oh, Pro controller. I guess it'll work with a Pro controller. Okay. Okay, now press the C menu. And let's see. We'll back up. You're back. Oh wait. Let's see. Oh, settings. How do I do this? Oh wait. Oh, you have to press L and R on your Joy-Con too. Let's see if you can join in.
I don't see any.
Oh, you have to share game share. Oh, I remember you have to do game share. Let me back out of this. Okay, let me back out of this. Back out. Let me back out of this. Where's home? Home on the range. Home on the range. Go to game share. Join game share if you haven't done that already. Share with an online chat session. Have this person with the game share compatible. So start the game from over here. Start the game within the game. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, we're going to have to hang up for a second because I'm going to have to contact you while I'm in the game instead of on the operating system.
Okay.
So give me so we're going to have to quit this chat and do it again once I'm in the game. So see you in 2 minutes or less.
Okay.
Alright, okay, C menu. Exit chat. Leave chat. Okay, I see how to do it. Start the game. Now we press C chat. Beast 321. Joinable chat available. One. Okay, sorry. What's up, there? Oh, let's. Okay, now, Dormagorf, can you hear me? Now, can you hear me? Put into the chat session. Okay, we got to start a whole new session. I have to quit that session and back out. Create chat with Dormagorf. Next. Okay, we're joining chat. Hello, Dormagorf, are you there? This time I'm not using the camera because you could use the cameras as a cheat because this is a game that's not.
All right, I'm here.
Okay. Now let's see. Now press L and R to see if.
Well, I only see my home screen on my.
Oh yeah. Oh! I know what I gotta do. Okay, let's try the next step, which is let's see. Close menu. How do we share this? Oh, C menu. Screen sharing, camera setting. Oh wait, I gotta go to home menu while it's running. And go to game share. I think. I'm hoping this works. Join game share. Have person with game share to start the game from home. Oh, you both must own a copy for it to work.
Well, you said this game isn't compatible.
Oh, it's not compatible. I mean,
isn't that the point? You said that's what you're trying to figure out? Because that's what it says on my screen.
Oh, it says, only certain games allow you to do that. So you're trying to share, and it's not letting you accept the share, huh?
It says join game share. I hit join.
Join game share.
Starting the session, a user in the chat, which should be you.
Okay, alright.
I click that, and it says no game share sessions found, just like your screen shows.
Well, okay. Mine says no game share sessions found. Okay. Alright, well.
Because you have to share the game, but you can't share that one.
Okay, I got it. So okay, how do we find it? I mean, I'm just saying, that would have been the perfect game to share it with, because that game requires human opponents locally. Okay, well, I guess that this proves it's not quite Netro Games. So who is sharing the game session with? Using the local session. Have that person with it. Oh, it says your game. Oh, did you receive my game share game? Go to the home menu and receive my game share cart game if you can.
I don't have that option.
In the main menu, not in the main menu, receive a game share option? No, you don't have that.
If I go to main menu, I can click game share.
Yeah.
And I can click join.
Okay, and then it says...
And then a user in my session, and there's nothing there.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Are you sharing this game?
I'm trying to figure out how to do that, if it's possible.
Well, I don't think it is, because it's not a game share game.
Oh, you mean only certain titles work? Okay, then it's not Netro Games.
Didn't they always say that? I feel like that's what they've always said.
I know. I only heard about this recently. I thought they finally realized Netro Games. Okay, so I still have a point for existing. Anyway, even if that were true, I still have a point for existing. But yes. Okay, so we have just proven that GameShare is not a universal game server joystick trafficker like Netro Games. I guess we just proven that. Or we don't know how to do it if it is.
Well, it only works with GameShare. Will only work with GameShare compatible titles.
Oh, okay, all right. So therefore, you have to have it programmed in mind with GameShare. It's not a universal joystick trafficker like Netro Games ideally should have been.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay, so
I still don't understand how you can have multiplayer online on a game. It's not programmed to have multiplayer.
Well, actually, I talked to about Steve Roney within television. Literally about a week before Keith Robinson died. Steve Roney said if he knew he had a 3G network throughout the whole nation and could use the low ping mode, he could do it easily with the games that were available, with the technology that was available back then. And
but if the game doesn't have that option, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter if you're ping or whatever it is. It has to be programmed into the game.
Okay, all right. Well, I'd like to see Steve Roney prove you wrong for more than one reason, but yeah, but I'm just saying. But that would be a miracle if it does work. That literally any game, assuming it could be two-player local, and assuming you're using a very low ping network, and there's one other assumption you have to make: you're within 2,400 kilometers of each other.
Games have netcode, right, Brian?
Well, this is a universal netcode that is just a basic joystick trafficker.
And if a game can't transmit that signal, it's not going to work, even if it's universal or not.
Well, the idea is that you're beating the ping time. That's the only reason why you need netcode, is to beat ping time of 8 milliseconds or less. And Sprint Network could do that in under, as long as you're within 2,400 kilometers, beat 8 milliseconds.
I understand that the infrastructure is probably there, but the problem is if the game is not coded that way, it's not going to work that way.
It would just be working. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but okay, well, if Steve Roney, if you're here, I think that sounds like a challenge you want to take up. But he said he could have easily done it with. I'm not sure if he could do it with these level games, but at least in television level games back then, on the 2016-ish, 17-ish. Sprint network. But yeah, the key is very low ping. If you're very low ping, not I mean, fiber is not quite low ping as I mean, physics dictates that. Okay, let's play something while we're here. Let's find a game share game. Let's see how do I check for game share?
The only game I have is Mario Kart World.
Okay, well then let's play that. Okay, even though that's technically shareable on the non-game share game. You know, I mean, kind of proves my point. Again, you have to be compatible with. Oh, wait a second. I have the physical copy here, which means if you could share it with me, we'll see if shared game transmission is possible without the physical cartridge in the machine. Let's at least test that. And then if we do that, then we'll... Okay, so I have to receive in this case. I assume you have a Switch 2 because you have Mario Kart World.
Uh-huh.
So let's see. Okay, so how would I receive... Oh, we gotta go to virtual game cards. B221. Let's see. These are all my ROMs I own as virtual game cards. I don't know if it's filter. So it doesn't say which ones are game share compatible. So you're gonna have to. Can you share game share across me without me putting Mario Kart in my Switch 2? Let's see if that happens. Game share. Join game share.
Is this one of the game share games? I don't even know if it is.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Well.
Well, you know what? Hold on. I have Super Mario 3D World. I have that game.
Okay, we can play that game, sure. I don't own that at all on Switch, so that would prove. Okay, that would prove that it works without me owning it.
Well, right. Isn't that the point of game share?
Yeah, that's the point of game share. And also to network such games.
All right, hold on. Let me find it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting to the main menu so that it can process properly. All right. Well, wait. Let's see. By the way, do you have it physical or virtual Super Mario 3D?
I have a virtual copy of Super Mario.
Okay, yes, but yeah, Super Mario 3D World, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so waiting for some kind of signal that it's ready to receive a game.
I gotta put it in, bro. It's gonna take me a second.
Okay, got it, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I have to download an update.
Okay, I got it, yeah. Good thing this wasn't 5 years ago at my house.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to escape 1.6 meg in, 400K out. Who used K in 2019 unless they had no other choice? Who measured their internet outbound speed in K unless they had literally no other choice?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, literally, that's me, who had no other choice until Visible came. Then it got improved with the Verizon home internet. Now I got fiber from a company that was Medina Fiber, then became Lit Fiber. Now it's going to be Omni Fiber soon. And this is the budget plan, the 50-50 plan for $15.
All right, I'm in Mario World. Let's see if I can invite you to play.
Okay, let's see. Do you have to disengage this chat and you have to invite me? Maybe, possibly?
I don't think I think we stay in chat.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me go to game chat. Or game share. Let me go to game share. Join game share.
I'll wait till the operating system cues me in on something. I guess I should wait till the operating system cues me in.
Okay, I think you might have to do it. So
okay, game share.
Go to game share.
Join game share from the receiver. Okay, now have the person with the compatible game start the game from the home menu and game share within the game. Start the game from the home menu. I mean,
I'm in here.
Well, see, I mean, if I, in case you can't do it, just kick yourself out and put yourself back in, because that's how some of these things work,
Try search again. See if that changes anything.
Okay, I'm gonna search again. Search again. Still says have person with game share compatible software do the following. Start the game from the home menu. And then game share
let me
from
go
within
back.
the game.
Alright, now I'm at the title screen.
Okay, now search again.
Do I
Maybe I have
do
to back
something
out
else?
and come back in. Maybe I have to come out and come back in. Let me see. Back out, back out. Show game share, using a chat. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me read about game share. Game share can share compatible games with a local connected with your game share. Launch a compatible game and start game share. You have to start game share from within that game. You have to share. You have to first be in the game, not in the operating system, and then do the game share. Can't do the game share from the OS. Okay, yes, he left the chat. Okay, so we're trying this again. So let's quit the chat.
Hello?
Hello, yes, I see you're back.
I did something wrong. Hold on.
Okay, do you want me to quit so we can come back together?
No, you should be able to stay here.
I got it, I know. But sometimes these operating systems have to run in a particular order to register right. You know? Ideally, that should not be the case, but, you know, sometimes you have to do it that way when it's kind of buggy, you know, if it's new and unusual.
Alright, I mean, I'm in the game, so what?
Okay, I think we have to quit this session. You have to invite me again. So I'm going to quit this chat session, and then you invite me. Okay, now I'm waiting for an invite from a friend, from Darmagoyf. Darmagoyf, okay, waiting for an invite. Game share. I don't know how to do this. Okay, how do I do this? Game share. Okay, press home button. Hello, join chat. Let me quit. Hello there, Darmagoyf. You there?
Yeah.
Okay, now it says. Now go to game share. Is that sharing out or virtual game cards? Which one is it? Game share. Let's see. Try game share. Join game share. Using a session. No sessions found. Maybe I can do the virtual card on the virtual game card.
No, we're doing something wrong. Hold on.
Okay. That's weird. Oh, yeah. Let me try virtual game card. See if it's among my virtual game cards. If you sent it to me. Let's see.
You're on the Switch 2, right?
I'm on a Switch 2, yes. And in
Okay.
theory, you could play Switch 1 games if the host is on a Switch 2 and everyone else is on a Switch 1. Did you know that one?
I'm just trying to see what do I have to do to get this to work. Because I'm in the game right now. If I go to the C menu,
Yeah.
I see our chat.
Okay.
Game chat.
Okay. I see.
I don't see how to invite you to this game.
Okay. Let me see if I have a virtual ROM of it. I don't have a virtual ROM, so let me see if this. Maybe
Let's start
maybe
game
it only
share
works if
within
you
that
have
game.
a working version of it. Let's see. If I got a
Go
guest
to home
version,
menu and select game share join game.
I'm just seeing if my game is alphabetized, and it's a lot snappier than the Wii was with this. Especially when you got like quite a few hundred games on here that you bought for really cheap. That you were okay. Let's see. ST, SU, SU, Super O, Super M, Super H, Super K, Super L, Super Meat. No, don't have Super Mario as a virtual ROM. So therefore, you can't share it with me unless I probably own a copy of it.
No, that's the whole point, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is the whole point. That is weird. So I mean, yeah. So how do I share?
I'm missing something. I'm missing.
You have to share it on virtual cards or something, or I don't know how it works. Do both people have to own it for this? I mean, maybe I don't know. It shouldn't have to be that way. At least not the way they advertised it. But yeah.
What game am I playing?
Super Mario 3D World. The one for the Switch the one for the Wii U that later came out for the Switch. Riveting stuff this stuff is. Kano Fury's watching. Riveting stuff. Try to figure out how to use Game Share. Not as easy as it looks. The virtual game cards didn't show up. Let's see. I think you could play independently and we could watch, or I don't know exactly. I mean, Game Share. Let me try Game Share again. Join Game Share. User in a session. No Game Share sessions found.
Start the game, watch Super Mario 3D World, open the online menu, press the R button or SR on the host console. What?
R button or SR?
Oh, R button. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hold on. I think I found it.
Okay, alright. Do we have to quit this chat or do we have to...
No.
Okay, press C menu now. C menu. C game share invites.
You have to do it from the menu of the game.
You have to hold down R while you... Or SR, yeah. Or join game share.
It's just, yeah. So, join my game share.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm going to play on... okay. Oh, it doesn't allow... Okay, let me put in my...
It should. What
yeah,
do you have?
I know what I have to do. I have to put it in my holder. I don't like two independent nunchucks unless it's a kind of like a twin Wiimote kind of game, you know? I like them held together if they're meant to be one unit, the two controllers, you know, not like something where you have a sword and shield or something like that. So I'm putting it in my Switch 2 controller. What do we call this? Controller device. And get ready. Waiting for Dharmaglyph to start play session. Alright, here we go. I assume you're getting in the... Oh wait, I have to press something to start. Oh, there he is, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm only at 50 megs, so, I mean, it's a miracle to play this.
How's it feel?
You need significantly more meg than 50.
I mean, it's working okay on my end, but are you having trouble? Is it laggy?
Yeah, it's lagging. It's like...
Yeah, 50 meg might not be enough, right?
I got it. Well, I guess now I know what to talk about. That 50 meg is not enough for this. At least this particular version of it. So, Thankfully, I'm not in a place where I. Thankfully, I'm in a place that's not limited by 50 meg.
Don't you have fiber available by you?
I do. I'm just saying.
Why don't you get fiber?
I do have fiber. I just got the cheapest one. But I can upgrade. I can easily upgrade.
Is it even possible to get 50 meg? That doesn't even sound right.
Meg, not gig.
You get 50 meg download.
And upload.
That sounds not even possible. Like the minimum's like normal internet connections, like minimum's like 300 gig.
300 gig? That's almost per second? Five years ago we had K. So I mean, somehow it thinks I'm Mario instead of Luigi.
I fell off.
Okay, well I'm just saying. Remember, K is what I had 5 years ago. Meg is get a minimum 100 meg for a decent connection.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's 100 meg, but 50 for fiber seems really, really low.
Yes, I know, it's the economy plan. I'm aware of that. So now, but we can upgrade whenever we're ready. Why pay for more than what we need if we don't need it yet?
Well, seems like you need it if you're in a game share.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. Well, that's why we test it. If we're doing this, it's too laggy. If we're doing normal network gaming, it's good. But this is way. I found that 50 is not enough. So, if it's okay by you, would you like to quit now so that we're just proving that it works, but we need more meg for it to work, right?
Yeah, I mean it also might if you're not streaming, maybe it'll be different, but I don't know. I don't know how much bandwidth that takes.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I'm just saying we could get the basic package would be 500 meg for $60 as opposed to 250 meg for $50. So might as well double it for $10 more. Once we're on the super budget government plan, which is 50 meg in, 50 meg out for $5 a month. We're on the ultra cheap plan. That's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, but Dynafiber has 500 meg to 5,000 meg.
Yeah, 5 gig. Yeah, I know. Medina can go up to 5 gig. Yeah, so
That's crazy.
I guess we could go up to 500 meg once we have a chance. So at least now we know you need the meg, and finally I could get it. Before I had to lobby Congress. I had to call my federal and state representatives to get something other than Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
So at least now I go in with eyes wide open that I need more internet if I want to be able to do this reasonably well.
Right.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Darmagoy. And as I said, even though you close your second eye for some things, you don't close your second eye for everything. You see, he's my friend. That's the 3D hater that I on DVDs and stuff. For those who don't,
I don't hate 3D, Brian.
I know you don't hate 3D. I said you're one step away.
That's just, you know.
I say you're one step away. Meaning, you mean if everything was perfectly 2D compatible, you wouldn't mind. But it's just the inconvenience of charging glasses and being required to charge glasses in order to enjoy a show.
Right.
You don't mind the fact it's 3D just by the fact that it's a pain in the neck and a requirement in some cases, like high-speed internet is in my case, or at least was.
Well, on the bright side, Brian, like talking to you on game chat, and when you had video up, it sounded fine.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I know. I just
so
my gameplay was
pretty
bad.
well.
I only have 50 meg in. That's probably on 50 meg out. But yeah, I mean my game.
But I was actually surprised how well you looked and sounded on the video.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, considering the fact that before, yeah. So as I said, you're one step away from a 3D hater. If
Do
there
you
was
have a what? Do you have a Switch 2 camera, or do you have a regular USB camera for the Switch 2?
I use the Switch 2 brain camera. I tried to use a different camera, a USB camera I had, but it was so poor quality.
Gotcha.
I don't even use it for my 3D cameras anymore. I mean, it's like the Minoru. It's like only 15 frames per second, but you get binoculars.
Okay.
So therefore, I upgraded to 30 frames in my studio plus binocular.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. So therefore, but since the Nintendo doesn't understand binocular, might as well put the whole 60 frames to work on one camera. Get
Right.
it? Yeah. If you're gonna have 60 frames a second anyway, and Nintendo doesn't recognize twin cameras, just get a single camera that does twice as good of a job. Exactly. So, okay, well, nice with this experiment. We know it's not quite Netro Games, but it's a start. This game wasn't originally networked on the Switch 1, but it is networked on the Switch 2 if your host has a Switch 2. So that is good to know. So, alright, well, you want to join me for something else, or do you want to... Well, I can't play Game Share game, so got to play a standard internet game.
Well, like I said, the only other game probably that we would play on here is Mario Kart.
Mario Kart World. Yeah, okay, I got it. You can use all your Switch 1 games except for ones that require specific attachments.
I don't have any multiplayer games anymore.
Oh, well, mine are all virtual, so they come with me. Except for a few. And I still have my Switch 1 physical collection.
I do too. I just never had a lot of Switch 1 games.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I'm just saying. But you probably have better quality Switch 1 games on average than I do. Because you have... I just have
all
wait.
the ones I have are like role-playing games and Zelda and stuff. I don't have a lot of multiplayer games.
I got it, yeah. So, I understand. Well, okay, well, that was... Job well done, Darwin Garvey. As I said, and I'm clearing the record for you, you're one step away from being a 3D hater. The only thing you don't do is you don't hate 3D for 3D's sake. If it's inconvenient, right. if it causes problems with the programming, if you have to go out of your way, you hate it. But if it was just smoothly interweaved, like how color was in the 50s and 60s, and how closed captions and stereo was in the 80s, you'd be all for it, right?
Right.
Exactly. Yes, I said, yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do with the Ace of the Hole tournament. It's an excuse. I got a permission from a local station to provide some test 3D footage. And since I already did a successful miniature golf tournament, why not try again? Now, it doesn't have to be WEWS quality, but it has to be enough to test the 3D in studio, not on the air, just in studio. Just enough footage of that they have the rights to tinker with without worrying about copyright and other stuff infringement. That's all I need is 3D footage of something that's not copyrighted, so they could tinker with it privately. And that's what the
I think the Ace in the Hole thing could be fun, but I don't understand why it has to be in 3D, bro.
Well, first of all, the whole point is that it's okay. First of all, I have one camera. Okay, I have a couple other cameras, but the point is, my point is that the whole point is that the physical real world is easy to shoot in 3D because the real world is 3D. And you just have to keep one rule in mind, is that you have to do walking, zooms, and pans, meaning no autofocus, no zoom focus or anything like that. So the style would be very maneuverable, very commando-ish, if you will. Flamin did a couple of those shots on there. It looked kind of better when he did those kind of shots with his small camera. So, 3D would just enhance that better. The only thing you can't do is digital or optical zooms or anything like that. You just do commando-ish walks and pans and turns and stuff like that. And if it's just as easy to do it in one camera as two, so why not do it with two? The real world exists in 3 dimensions. You get that by doing twin cameras. One for the left eye, one for the right eye. Now the only question is making it friendly so that my grandma and grandpa, if they were my two grandmas, if they were around, would not complain to the station if they saw it on TV. They would have called and said, "Hey, there's something wrong with the TV. I see twin images that are twice as thin. Like these are like basketball players playing football." You know, I mean, something stupid like that. You know what I mean? That was the problem with 2011 3D, was that when the word came out that the Super Bowl 2012 would render 70% of the houses at minimum unable to watch the Super Bowl, that's when you rightly became somewhat of a 3D hater or Cyclops activist. But that's to the point where I come, where we got to the point where he said, as long as it doesn't interfere, you'd be fine with it. But obviously, making it 70% unviewable is not interfering, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Making it at least 70% incompatible with the audiences is not a good example of not interfering. Okay, just making sure you okay. All right, well, okay, I'm going to hang up with you, and I'm going to hang up my Twitch broadcast. Nice test. Thank you, Darmagoy. As I said, okay, so as I said, all we need is 2 paying people, and we can put on the tournament and advertise it minimally. I'm going to be a contestant unless the number gets high enough that it looks, that outsiders would question the legitimacy of it. People who don't know me, So there, and as long as we have one other person than me, Brian, because he rightly picked out the thing about.
Yeah, I heard you owe Brian money.
Well, I don't know about Brian. I've owed Brian a tournament berth on the next time I do this, because he pointed out rightly that Bob Corinne Sr. had an advantage on certain holes because he used an outside ball.
How long ago was this?
95. I never had a tournament since then, so yeah. So I mean, he's welcome to come as a free entrant because he rightly discovered and got victimized by that law, by that rule. I mean, it was legal back then, but we know now we don't use outside balls. We use standardized balls for our tournament.
Do you have 51 worldwide games?
No, I haven't gone on world. I've seen some like videos of miniature golf. Sometimes I get feeds. Like
No. I'm talking about the Switch game. Do you have the 51 world game?
Let me see. 50 world games. Let me see. Do I have it? Let's see. 50. Okay. Let me go to the home menu. 50 world games. Let's see.
And I might have to quit my game share.
Yeah, you gotta quit game share. Yeah, quit game share. Okay. How do I have to? How do I eject? Do I have to eject it, or do you have to eject it?
Well, you would know if you own the game.
No, I don't. No, I mean I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind, because that's probably a low lag game that you could play on game share. Because
Okay,
it's just like card games and board games and stuff.
Oh, got it. Or Clubhouse games. Clubhouse. I have.
I don't think Clubhouse games is on the list.
No, that's a regular network game, not a. That's a regular.
Oh,
network game.
okay. But I don't own that.
Oh, you don't know that. Okay. All right.
I was thinking about a game we can game share. There's only like 6 that work.
Hello, Kano Fury. Hello, Kano Fury. Still on there. You still watch us. Apparently, we're entertaining to someone. Okay, so I don't know who Kano Fury is. But yeah. So let's see. I guess I got enough information. I got the idea, the general gist, and I know that if I want to do this more seriously, I have to get more internet speed. So thank you, Darmagoy. I'm going to quit your session in 3, 2, 1.
Bye, Brian.
Okay, bye. Leave chat. And alright, and alright, so we found out that it's kinda like Metro games, but not exactly. Only certain games work with it, and it's like netcode added retroactively. It's not quite universal netcode.
Lucas 846,636. Welcome to my channel. Hello. Lucas 846,636.
sounds like a typical. I think tonight I'm going to update my Twitch policy so that if the first things, if you unsolicited mention anything that sounds like a scam, you're perma-banned. But I can't do it yet because I haven't made the policy yet. But tonight I'm going to legislate that on my Twitch account so that stuff like this doesn't happen again. So you've been warned fairly. You're lucky you slipped in before midnight Eastern. So, alright, Lucas, so you pull that stuff again after midnight without engaging somewhat in the conversation as far as chatting is concerned. So, alright, so as I said, I'm gonna update my Twitch policy to say, no unsolicited, at least engage in some of the conversation before you do the soliciting. Make us feel like you're kind of a member before you sell us a sales pitch. So, alright, and this is Triple Topper, reminding you that we are all two things. One, a member of the human family. Two, an individual. Both me, you, everyone you deal with. Keep that in mind for all parties, and most things will turn out well. Goodbye Twitch, and goodbye YouTube.